What's going on, guys? This is Moonchild, a dude no way, and today I got a PvE build for hunters that want to assassinate from the shadows. Bottom Tree Tether has some of the best neutral game in all of Destiny 2, and in this video I'm going to break down a loadout that uses the void to bend reality to their will. To be the knife in the darkness, the first thing you're going to need is the Gemini Jester exotic boots. When you put these on, dodging near enemies makes them blind and completely useless. They can't see you and they can't fight back. They're gonna wander around all stupid like this for a good 5 seconds, which is plenty of time for you to put them down or make your escape. This is our first way to warp reality, and it gives us a solid crowd control option on a very short cooldown. But we want more, so to take that idea a step further, we're running the Ikelos submachine gun. This can roll with Vorpal weapon for extra damage to yellow bar enemies and is widely considered the best SMG in the game. You want to pair it with Overload submachine gun from the artifact to stun those champions in harder PvE activities. Ikelos and 7th Seraph weapons can spawn a Warmind cell on a kill, and that's the real reason they get a spot in this loadout. When you blow these up, they're crazy for ad clear, but that's not the only thing you can use them for. To show you what I mean, we're going to slot the mods Global Reach and Cellular Suppression. Global Reach is going to make our Warmind cells hit at a farther distance, and by farther I mean half a mile away. Cellular Suppression does the same effect you get from Gemini Jester, but now it hits the entire room. Just tap the Warmind cell for a bit of damage, and your void energy is going to blind everything in sight. The range on this is insane, and with the enemies all wandering around useless, your team is going to have an easy time walking in and cleaning house. You get a nice long window of safety, and when you feel like your time's about to run out, just tap the Warmind cell again and you're back to dealing damage. Now you're bending reality on a mass scale, and with as good as this effect is, we're going to need more ways to generate Warmind cells. To do that, we're swinging over to the artifact and picking up Warmind's Decree. This mod says void splash damage has a chance to spawn Warmind cells, but in reality, this can trigger from many kills with your grenade or your smoke bomb. Making you or your allies invisible gives instant grenade energy back, and now you have multiple ways to make a cell. You can even get more than one on the battlefield. And dude, I know this is a lot to remember, so in a little bit, I'm gonna throw a graphic on screen with the whole loadout clean and easy to read. Screenshot it with your phone so you can jump right into the action. Just because Warmind's Decree can make a Warmind cell with your smoke bomb, doesn't mean you should be using it to spawn one. Hang on to it, and I'm about to tell you why. When the enemies are blind, that's your opportunity to hit them hard. We want something with massive burst damage that can be put out as fast as possible. And for the Void Assassin, the absolute perfect weapon in the game is the Lament Exotic Sword. Before you swing, you hold guard to rev the chainsaw blade. After that, any attacks you make are going to deal a bunch of extra damage, heal you with every swing, and positively demolish any barrier champion stupid enough to throw up a shield. This is one of the strongest weapons in the game, and with Bottom Tree Nightstalker, you get a playstyle that's unique to the subclass. With the Smoke Bomb melee, you have an on-demand way to go invisible, and if you run Gambler's Dodge, you have an easy way to get it back. This means approaching with the sword is far less dangerous. You're going to have plenty of time to close the gap, position yourself, and rev the blade before that invisibility wears off. You're literally attacking from the shadows and murdering your enemy with a chainsaw sword. If you dodge on the approach, your smoke bomb gets refilled and Gemini Jester is going to blind everything nearby, giving you a window to deal damage uninterrupted. To make the best use of this playstyle, you need to be ready to capitalize on that bit of time. 5 seconds is not a lot, so we're going to need to be hitting as hard as possible to make sure whatever we're fighting dies. To do that, we're going to slot the mod Shield Break Charge. This is only 1 energy, and for that reason I recommend you put it on your gloves. You'll need a lot of open space on this armor piece, and that'll make sense in a second. With Shield Break Charge, you become charged with light whenever you break an enemy's shield with a matching damage type. I don't know if you realized it yet, but with Lament as our heavy, the loadout now covers all 3 elements. No matter what kind of shield you're facing, you have a way to break it and make yourself charged with light. To spend those charges, throw on Lucent Blade and now your sword is getting a 35% damage buff. When you're charged with light and you hit an enemy with Lament, Lucent Blade is going to kick in, consuming 1 charge and giving you a buff on the left side of your screen called Keened. As long as that's up, you're getting that extra damage on every hit with your sword. This is the perfect mod for this loadout because the only thing consuming your stacks of charge with light is Lament, which means you know when it's time to open up on an enemy, you can count on that damage buff being ready to roll. If you're getting value out of this, like the video because I just quit my job to make you guys content full time. Lament and Lucent Blade are S tier together, but Season of the Splicer gives us a way to take that extra damage a step further. To do that, you need to get yourself an ignition code. This grenade launcher can drop from the chest at the end of the override seasonal activity, or you can focus Umbral Engrams to get a drop at the helm. Kinetic GLs are a pretty rare weapon, so you want to make sure you get yourself one before the season ends. Look for a roll with spike grenades to make direct impacts hit harder. When you've got your ignition code, it's time to head over to the artifact and grab Unstoppable Grenade Launcher and Breach and Clear. Unstoppable Grenade Launcher gives you an easy way to stun unstoppable champions, but it costs 7 energy, which brings me back to what I was saying about needing space on your gloves. Without masterworking your armor, at 9 energy, you have just enough to put Unstoppable GL, Overload Submachine Gun, and Shield Break Charge together. I spent many hours messing around with these mods to try and optimize space, so save yourself some time and take my advice here. These belong together. With Unstoppable Grenade Launcher, this build now covers all champions and all elemental shields. This makes you extremely versatile for teams, and if you're a solo player, you're set to tackle pretty much any solo content in the game. When you put on Breach and Clear, hits with your ignition code are gonna rot bosses from the inside and make them take 30% extra damage. That's the same debuff you'd get from the Tractor Cannon exotic or your Shadow Shot super, but for the low cost of 1 special ammo. What makes it amazing is that it stacks with Lucent Blade, and the strategy you want to use for champions and bosses goes like this. Get them in medium range and hit them with the ignition code to apply the debuff. Then you want to smoke bomb your feet and close the gap. When you get close, press dodge to activate Gemini Jester and stun everything nearby. Then rev the blade and start swinging. The combo is 5 light attacks, then a heavy, and if you pulled this off right, Lament is hitting for 65% extra damage. When the sword combo is complete or the enemy dies, swap weapons, smoke bomb your feet, and get out of there. This is a massive amount of burst damage, and unless it's a raid or a strike boss, most targets are either gonna flat out die or be finishable by the end. Pretty much everything in the game is gonna get shit on by this, and the number of extra damage, barrier-piercing swings you get to make are directly affected by how full your guard is. So in between fights, make sure you swap to it and let the meter fill back up. I might not take this into a GM Nightfall, but pretty much anywhere else is fair game for this loadout. And no matter what activity you're in, melee range can be a scary and dangerous place. But there are a couple of mods you can run to help keep yourself alive. Concussive Dampener makes splash damage hurt less. Most bosses use some kind of splash weapon, so slotting this is highly recommended. Melee damage resistance is also a must, because stomp mechanics in Destiny are real, and you don't want to die right as you're about to start your DPS phase. And if you're out there and you don't have the Gemini Jesters yet, don't sweat it. I'm going to show you a loadout that'll have you farming lost sectors and getting those exotics fast, and to see it, all you gotta do is click the card on the right. Thanks for watching. I am Moonchild of Dude No Way, and I will see you in the next video.